All right, it's Wednesday, February 14th, coming to the end of the morning, and I just wanted to follow up on the SPY one more time. I discussed on my previous videos how I bought some puts here on this failure to break out, and I scaled out here at the lows of the day when it got down there. I kind of anticipated that that would just be more of a pause area than any kind of reversal, and in fact it did pause and came down and took out the lows of the day one more time on a second push, and then we had the big hammer bar here. So I just wanted to point out how, for me, I just exited that trade. On the SPY again, I bought those puts, 499 puts 309. I scaled out at 4 at the first low of the day. Once it was coming down, a second time I was trying to get out at 5, and I was actually on the ask on that, and I missed it. And then once I saw the hammer bar form, I just exited the rest of the trade at 459. So a really nice trade here overall to the downside. We're getting a little reversal. We'll see at this point really what unfolds for the rest of the day. What we have here is a potential 2-up failure, but it could also be a 2-up where it took, failed on the first move, kind of went down in 2 pushes to the midpoint of the prior day, bar, and then by the end of the day we closed green in some form. I'm not ready to buy it. Given the opening price action, it's hard to say. Maybe we just pause here and make more pushes down and we end up with a 2-down failure bar. But a lot will depend on how this day closes now and what that means going into tomorrow and for the rest of the week. There's still sort of a downward bias in play. We're below the open of the day, and on the weekly chart we're still red, and we still have a potential target down here. So again, I don't see this as anything more than maybe just another taking out the lows of the day and pausing. But for me, it's the morning trade. I just shot a whole bunch of videos how I bought some calls out of the gates here. Took a very small loss, and then this trade was a nice morning trade to the downside. So I'm just gonna sit it out now, wait to see how this daily bar closes. That will tell me if it's a really 2-down failure. I'll expect lower prices tomorrow. If somehow this becomes a 2-up bar that eventually turns green, then we could see if we continue towards this gap, and if we can get if we can turn this weekly chart back to green with a few days to go. So a lot we don't know, but at least price action wise today, you had the 2 pushes down in the morning that took you to the midpoint of the prior day. Hard to say what's going to unfold for the rest of the day. So I'm out, and just wanted to follow up on a day's trading on the SPY on February 14th.